Rocky, what's happening here? Because this is serious stuff. Anheuser-Busch, once again, is doing something good for the military people, just like they do for so many in the world. Thanks.
Well, Paul, Budweiser's been supporting the troops for a long, long time, from giving tickets away to the theme park to sponsoring welcome home parties. Today, I'm honored to be with this Hall of Famer, Dave Winfield, to really launch this program off the USS Intrepid, the Heroes to the Heroes Home Run Program, where $2 million will be given back to the Folds of Honor, which is a foundation that gives back scholarships to fallen and disabled military members and their families. And it's just an honor to work for a company that does step up to the plate and do wonderful things like this, and especially working with well-known people like Dave Winfield.
Well, guys, I just have to say it works both ways. I'm honored to be here with Rocky. If you know this guy's background and his history and his contributions to the military, it's fantastic. But, my family have been members of the military, my dad, my wife's dad, uncles, and so forth, and I know what families go through. But so for a company, great American company, to stand up and give money back in this fashion, connected with baseball, doing things that we did for a living that we take for granted, to be able to go out there and play baseball and uninhibited and, represent our country in that way. All the guys have to do, I'll just say this, all these ball players across the country, whether you like them or not for their team, if they hit a home run, $100 per home run is going to the foundation through Budweiser. So I appreciate it. I'm glad they asked me to be a part of it. It means a lot to me. They know we were together yesterday. It's an emotional thing. It's a personal thing. And you guys are great. And I'm glad to be a part of this.
Dave, you could get the $2 million yourself.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Back on the field.
I got to tell you something, and this is what they didn't tell me when we first got together. But for my 465 home runs that I did over 22 years, they're giving $100 for each one of those, so $46,500 in my name through Budweiser to the Folds of Honor Foundation for the scholarships. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you.
Bush, that whole company, you get off the plane and you smell the hops. It's just such a great company. One of my first clients ever for Italian soccer, the RAI. I mean, they're just so great worldwide. What a great company.
Yeah, it is, Paul. And that's, again, we as Americans, we get wrapped up with our everyday activities. And again, going to the ball game, we're going to be smelling those hot dogs and drinking those Budweisers. And we cannot forget about the men and women that protect our walls, so that we can enjoy that freedom when we go to watch a ball game with our friends, that somebody's out there working and their families are separated from their loved ones so that they can protect us. So it's just a small way that Budweiser can step up to the plate.
Yeah, they're big-time heroes, Rocky. I agree with you, every one of them. They're all out there for peace on Earth, and it's a wonderful kind of a thing. How can our audience get involved? Maybe with this Folds of Honor, or what other ways can we help here?
Well, again,
you go first.
Well, Dave. I mean, like Dave said, every time a team hits a home run, the Folds of Honor is going to win by $100. In addition, we're going to give $2 million. That's not to say that the other people here in New York, they don't step up to the plate. They can go to Budweiser Facebook page, and they can read up on what the Folds of Honor is. They can watch that total, that tracking total of number of home runs, and then also make a donation themselves. So, and of course, thank the troops. Thank them. We're going to have some programs coming up this baseball season, where we're going to have people raise their Budweiser during a game and salute those.
First inning, huh?
That's right.
First inning. That's pretty
Absolutely.
good.
So again, we just cannot forget about that, because we do get wrapped up in. I can remember my worst time when I was held hostage for 444 days. I was stripped nude, 3 rifles to the back of my head. And, that was a bad time for me. But, I look back on that and I say, you know what, if I was able to make that, I should be able to make anything. But we got to remember that there are people out there that are defending our country, that are going through, just as bad as times. And this is a small way of paying a salute to them.
Well, you see why it's an honor to be working with these guys? A guy like Rocky and Bud definitely is.
Rocky, how do we know about it? Is it going to be like a list, or is there a website where we can, like, hit the local when we're at that bar and having a burger and having a bud?
Absolutely.
Is there going to be some information of where those will be? That would be good party time too. No. And as well as due respect.
Well, yeah, there's going to be signage in the ballparks, but in addition, you can go out to Budweiser Facebook page and read up more about the program.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to share? Besides,
no. Other than that, he just gave me an idea. I'm going to put all this on the Winfield Facebook page as we go forward, my website, and I'll tweet about it and all of that, all that social media.
Yeah,
we'll get it out there.
We'll do the same. We do the same.
We're all in
it together.
We appreciate your passion, Paul. Absolutely.
Good news. Rock, what's good news for you?
What's good news for me?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. I was given 30 years ago. We returned home January 20th. And I was telling Dave yesterday, it is a pretty personal time when I met Dave. I mean, I'm thinking 30 years ago I came home, a time that I never thought I'd ever see another daylight. We were in a room for 444 days, went outside 7 times, and we were released January 20th of 1981. I went to spring training with Jack Buck, Mike Shannon, with the Cardinals, and came home and I threw out the first pitch. I mean, that was huge. And here I am 30 years later, sitting on the USS Intrepid with Hall of Famer Dave Winfield.
I'm teaching him how to hit and everything we're talking about.
Where were you 35 years ago, or 40?
Yeah.
But Dave, this good news for you. What's your good news, Dave?
Health, happiness, family's doing great. Opening day, I'm here in New York, so the Yankees will open up. I'll be at that game.
Love you.
Yeah. But, it's just, we're in America. You could be in a lot worse places. Yeah. That means anywhere else in the world.
All right, guys. Thanks so much, and so much respect for you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.